right, so what do you think? It looks pretty good.
Oh my
right?
god. It's beautiful. It smells amazing.
Welcome to Good Enough Cooking. Hit the subscribe button for more videos. Stick around to the end so your attention span does something good today. Alright, to start, assemble your posh lineup of Spice Girls. You get some cayenne, garlic powder, paprika, basil, regular pepper, and salt. You'll also need some huile d'olive, some cooking wine, and some vegetable fillet broth. You'll need a bunch of peppers. Those are some green peppers, yellow peppers, shishito peppers, garlic, onion, Chris Leaks, WikiLeaks, some sausage, the main dish, hot and sweet. Then you got some tomatoes. Then, to top it all off, you got some bread. So first you season the sausage. You're actually supposed to do this like 2 days in advance, but if you do that, your life is way too together. Now you gotta chop the peppers. This is obviously real time. Make sure to develop impeccable knife skills if you're gonna even attempt to do this dish. These peppers are pretty sweet, these yellow-green peppers. Then the shishito peppers, also not too hot. I would recommend getting hotter peppers if you can. These were what's at the farmer's market. I do go to the farmer's market. I'm one of these people. I think it's just, you're getting great food, the prices are reasonable, and it's supporting kind of the right food chain. So that's my PSA. Make sure to chop all these peppers, chop it up, listen to a podcast, put it on, really think, even though the podcast is really one that just confirms your worldview. Let your mind wander, think about what happened if you actually took that job in New Mexico, and then boom, you're done. Put them in a dish. This is a nice dish because the other one broke. Joe, you know what this is?
No. What is it?
It's a leek. They don't have it in the vegan kitchens that you know all about?
Well, I'm pretty sure they do, but I'm personally just ignorant of vegetables in general.
Yeah, so I actually I knew about them. You've heard of leeks, right? It's something you've heard of.
I've seen them in anime.
Really?
That's about all I know about them.
What about on TMZ?
TMZ? No, why TMZ?
Because there's like leaks, you know? So
oh.
It's like, yeah.
Oh.
You know, like some sort of scandal. Finish cutting those P.D. Pablo freak leeks, then you're gonna get to peeling and cutting and chopping the onions. Let it all out. This is one of the few spaces that men could really have a good cry in the modern world. Take those, put them in the dish. Take a crock pot, put it on low to medium heat, let it heat up. While you're doing that, chop some garlic. Again, express that emotion with the garlic. See my good technique? I have no idea if it's good. This is very amateur cooking. It might not be useful at all. It could just be total crock, like the crock pot that you're gonna be pouring some olive oil in, kind of mix it around. Now I'm gonna season it pretty heavily before I put in all the onions and peppers, especially because the peppers aren't that spicy. I'm gonna put in a bunch of cayenne, a bunch of paprika, a bunch of red pepper, some vegetable fillet broth. Obviously, no one's having a Portnoy complaint there. Then you're gonna put in all the peppers and the onions, kind of let it simmer on a low heat, done simmer. Mix it around as much as you can just so it looks kind of cool, the wine, all the other stuff, and let it sit, cover it with a lid, like that store from the mall. Unwrap the already seasoned sausage. If there's a bunch of dads around for some reason, they're gonna be like, oh, look at that, that looks good, this is gonna be so good. Now on a medium-high heat, put a cast iron skillet on, some olive oil, mix it around the pan, put on some garlic. That smell of garlic and olive oil is the world's best smell in my opinion. Put all those spices in the skillet, then you're gonna get that sausage on there. It's gonna have that nice sizzling sound that is, again, one of the best sounds there is. I can't speak. English is a difficult language. You're gonna kind of move around the cast iron skillet. Unless your stove was built by Tom Silva from This Old House, you're probably gonna have like an uneven stove and you wanna make sure everything is cooked evenly. Flip around the sausage so it's sort of cooked on every side. I'm doing it with my hands. Obviously, Italians are known for talking with their hands, and this Italian food is talking. So once it's like mostly browned on the outside, you're gonna take it out and you're gonna cut it. You just gotta cook it so when you cut the sausage, it doesn't kind of totally fall apart. You can see it's still raw on the outside. Don't worry, we're not gonna eat this. We're not WWE Raw or whatever those things are. I don't watch wrestling. Is that bad? I don't really get it. I know people love it, but it's not for me. Put that sausage back on the pan and cook it pretty much all the way through. Let that nice simmer happen. Sizzle, sizzler, another staple of my childhood that wasn't really, I only went like once or twice, but I kind of do miss it. Your peppers will be braising at kind of a low heat, but take it out, mix it around, and when the sausage is totally done, what you're going to do is you're going to mix it in, make sure to get all those juices, get it all together, and nice little reunion middle school dance. Mix them all around, let them grind on each other, all of that in a nice melting pot. Put some more salt or whatever you want to do. Just cover it up and let it do its thing on a very low heat. Chop up the tomatoes, throw them in the pot. I forgot about the Parmesan earlier, but that's huge. Obviously, you need cheese in an Italian dish. Put some on, mix it around. You can see there's like a nice broth forming underneath. Then cover it up and sit it for like 20 minutes. Now you're gonna cut the bread. This bread, I was talking a big game about the farmer's market. Make sure you get some bread with like weird preservatives that make it all fluffy so the sausage and peppers juice kind of holds up. You want bread that's very soft on the inside but firm on the outside so it gives the right textural integrity. This is where you do your last seasoning, Parmesan, basil. Some people like to put mozzarella here, but I think mozzarella is kind of a ball hog that dominates the dish, so I don't do it. Cut it into two. And you're pretty much ready to go. Wow, look at that.
I'm hungry. I'm nervous. I'm Italian. That was really good. I'm shocked. I was not expecting it to be that good.
How much are you saying that for the camera? How much is genuine Joey?
It's like 90% genuine Joey. This is definitely better than like any sausage and pepper sandwich you'd find at a deli. And I've worked at a lot of delis. The onions give it that like nice little crunch along with like the other peppers, so I feel like the texture, like no matter where you go, like...
Are you trying to be a food critic?
So this is like really good.
Is it good enough?
It's definitely good enough. It's definitely good enough cooking.